Today we were going to do a little video on a dog harness. I've used a lot over the years, at least 4 or 5 different varieties from different companies, and they all have some sort of little issue that isn't optimal. But this one so far I think fits all the different requirements for me for the most part. There's a couple little negatives, but as far as the general features of it go, it allows you to do pretty much everything with just one harness. You could do backpacking trips and hiking and, you know, swimming stuff, and you can do agitation work for training and different exercises like that. It's built heavy enough to hold the dog's weight for rappelling with the dog, which we've practiced a little bit just for fun. It covers all those bases, so it's much stronger than like a Rough Wear brand or Granite Gear or One Tigress. There's a bunch of options out there, but everything on this is mil spec, and the webbing is like seatbelt webbing. It's got the awesome Cobra buckles on it for all the attachment points on this thing. So you basically have zero spots that I've seen for failures, which is important if you're lifting your dog up. And I'm not in the military, but I train my dog to be able to do everything that I need her to do, so she's not scared of jumping up in trucks or crossing streams or, you know, heights and ladders and all kinds of things. So it's important for me to be able to trust the harness when it's on there, that I can hold her whole weight if she's pulling against me, doing some kind of tug-of-war work or anything like that. But we're going to go over a couple of little features here of why I like this one in particular. All right, well, this is a fight or flight tactical harness here, made in the USA. It's been 4 or 5 years since I bought this, so forgive me if I get some of the details wrong, but I think the owner's name is David something. I emailed back and forth with him a few times trying to get some sizing things for my other larger dog, and he was awesome to deal with, and he even customized a couple things for the Mastiff that we have that's so large. But anyway, yeah, fight or flight tactical. And this harness doesn't come with these are some of the GP pouches that are made for the harness, but they don't come with it. These are the medium size, and this is a medium size harness that works well on my dog's 70 pounds, give or take a couple, and I've put this medium on a 55-pound dog, and that was about as small as it would work. And I think I could probably put it on an 80-pound dog. So that's the size range on this medium one, but it has a molly underneath on the sides here with some mesh there, so you can adapt a great number of pouches here, and that's one reason I like it. Each one of these holds about 2 days worth of food but you can easily get larger ones that hang. There's such a variety that you can customize it to what your little expedition or excursion will be like, so you can get bigger ones and smaller ones. But these seem to be big enough where if I'm just doing some training where I'm going on a day hike or something, I don't have to take these off. They're small enough where they don't flop around much. So these are the medium pouches that fit on this medium vest well. A couple other the features that it has, it doesn't come with these adventure lights, but these are pretty sweet if you're doing any training at night, and if you're hiking, if your dog runs off or is hiding, chewing on a deer leg, you can always see this pretty well. And it's got 3 little rows of molly there, so I think that's what it's designed for, although there's some extra versatility. Hook and loop stuff here on the shoulders for stickers, and this, you know, I take her out in public a lot and do random obedience work and training, so people do have a tendency to see it and think it's really cool and want to come up and interact. So we've got do not pets on there. Another thing that I really like about this that lends itself more towards agitation work and pulling work is this padded little chest yoke here. And I can definitely appreciate that. I don't think those kind of dogs show pain too much, but this, the way that it sits right there on her breastplate, is super comfortable, and instead of just being some type of webbing or a buckle or adjustment clasp or something right there pressing up against her chest plate there. So I really like that feature, and I would think that she does. You can also adjust these straps to where there's no buckles that are coming in contact with the actual dog. So I keep them up here high, and that allows some padding there underneath. So I think that's really important too, especially when they're really after something and working hard like that. So this is the extra adjustability we have in the length for the medium harness on a 70-pound dog. We've got a few more inches of length there, and a few more inches also of girth to spare. So you can tuck the straps in these nice mesh slots. This isn't the easiest to adjust, but when you get it adjusted to your dog, it won't slip. It won't loosen on its own. So I find that worthwhile. It's just stiffer because the hardware's, you know,
so if you hear a little peep or a giggle, then it's that little baby there. I just wanted to show her, and the little camera woman too. So anyway,
sorry about that little squeal there. But anyway, I was saying it was a little tough to adjust compared to some others with plastic buckles and smaller, thinner webbing. But it won't come undone even if you're actually lifting the dog up, or, you know, like I said, it's pulling, tugging a whole lot. So it also has this interesting chest padding, which is a kind of a triple purpose feature here, but it allows a little sleeve so you can tuck your extra webbing in there when you make your adjustments, which is nice. But it also is designed, and I've never used this, I think those guys over there in the desert fighting in different spots, it's a sleeve here with mesh that's designed to hold a cooling pack that snugs up against the dog's belly and supposedly helps them a lot keep their temperature down. So I've never used that, like I said, but I keep it on because it seems like it adds comfort, and it also has a spot to keep that webbing nice and hooked and out of the way there. So the inside of it is just all mesh with some padding in there, mesh in the sides. This is Molly here, 3 rows and 2 rows on each wing there. So flipping it over, it's got these huge D buckles that you know, you can hook up a harness and easily carry the dog's weight with those. You can also pick the dog up with these 2 carry handles that have a little, it's like a little tubular spreader bar in there, which is handy. Another piece of this that comes with it that I don't have is the rear leg straps. They attach right here, and they go up over and around the haunches. So once again, that's for more rappelling and aerial operation stuff. So you can detach those, which I do. But that's something to keep in mind there. It also on the top has a Velcro panel that just hook and loop, and that's for, I can't remember the name of the camera, but they have some monitoring and camera systems for reconnaissance stuff, military applications, that fits on this panel real nicely. And they also have a bungee cord lock panel that I have, and I haven't found myself needing it, that you could put something soft gear underneath there, tuck under there. So that's what that panel right there is for. So I think that's really mainly all the features that I like about it, and we'll put it on the dog and just show you the mobility and the fit of it, and we can do some demos. I wanted to do some more dog videos soon as well. Yeah, I'd like to do some more dog videos because I have a big passion for training and a lot of dog experience, and there's tons of stuff out there on that subject, I know, but maybe I could help you learn something, and you know, just some tried and true toys and techniques to get you going on the road to a good, healthy, working dog / house dog. So I'm going to try and do some more of those in the future, but this is a tried and true piece of gear, 4 or 5 years old, and it's worthy of a good shout out and an overview. You can't find too much on these guys. Yeah, I think in a nutshell, that's it. It actually, on these side pouches, these buckles here go to a Kifaru pouch that clips right onto the top, actually, and becomes a bag here. Basically, it's just a pouch like one of these that clips into these buckles on both sides, and that allows her to carry a whole tarp setup with a ground cloth, and I can click it to my backpack or her pouch, depending on the need, which is really nice for backpacking and camping type of things. So she can actually carry, you know, they say something like 15 or 20% of the dog's weight, but easily with her food, she can carry the tent stakes and the tent and a significant amount of things just with these medium-sized pouches on there and that detachable Kifaru lid, which I'll try and show at some point in time. So yeah, we'll put it on her real quick and just show you how that goes. Pip's a Dutchie, like I said, about 70 pounds, and this is the medium harness, and we'll just show you. One reason that I like it a whole lot, I trust these Cobra buckles. I've had some repelling gear and you know, belts and things with that buckle, and I just don't know if you can beat it. They are a little bit heavy, but they are super strong and easy to operate. Just quick little tabs. You just jam it in there, boom, like that, and get it out. You just, super easy, which is good, especially with the dog. Come here, girl. Harness. So you do have to lift a leg on this, but it just, you know, the dogs get used to. You teach them how to do it, and it's no problem. I mean, all of them have their own way. But then with these nice Cobra buckle clips, you just clip them right in, super easy like that. And she's ready to go. Good girl. That's a good girl. So these are super strong. Like I said, they're made to lift the dog up. Definitely can hold the dog back. Agitation work and things like that. You got plenty of attachment points for leashes and things like that. You know, it's just super handy. And you know, it's comfortable for her. I see a lot of this shoulder mobility here. There's nothing that's rubbing right underneath her armpit. So this is adjustable too. You can move that a little bit farther back, so if your dog is a little bit longer or thicker in the shoulder, you can kind of go that route, and you can spread it farther apart with this webbing adjustment on the back there. So basically simple and easy, and the same way, just to take it off, you know, you just clip them like that, and she's got to get her shoulder out of there. But since she's got it on, I'll throw the ball a few times for her just so she can. Good girl. Those little ultra balls that come with that little thrower are some of the best ones for training, and they're small. This is the small one, which is way too small for her, but it fits real nice in the pocket, so it's easy to keep, you know, handy. But anyway, I thought it was worth showing you a little something. I recommend this a whole lot, and I've got a couple others that are good, but if you just had to choose one for everything, like I said, this one probably is going to be my choice. So thanks for watching. Happy Father's Day, and enjoy your dogs. I almost forgot to mention what the negatives are, and that is important, and they're minuscule compared to the benefits, so, and the pros. But anyway, one of them is that this is heavy duty stuff. I think it's like 420 Cordura or something like that. You know, it's beefy, so I do know the dog gets hotter. It also is heavier on the dog. So for me, the benefits of that are, when I go out into the woods, I like to do a lot of bushwhacking, and I don't like to have her on a leash the whole time, so she stays tight and she listens to me. So I don't like anything to snag and break, or a buckle or something stretch. That's just a nightmare when you're out in the woods somewhere. So the trade-off for me is there. The other negative, I think, a little bit is the price. I can't remember honestly how much this costs, but I thought about it long and hard. But I had so much experience with other ones, and after corresponding with the fella, I went with this one. But I think it was around 200 bucks maybe, or 250. But it's built like a tank, and it's been worn for hundreds of hours, and there's no failures on it at all. So, and also it's made by a military veteran, and I think it's Kentucky. So, you know, you're supporting a little niche fella that down there, and he was a real good guy, so I was happy to support him. But those are the only negatives there, and they're not even real negatives, depending on how you approach it and your needs. But I had to point it out. Thanks.